Greetings. Carolyn Lewis here with FBMD, Faith by My Deeds. Yes, I'm kind of keeping my voice down a little bit today. I'm here at the doctor's office and I want to go ahead and have a discussion on our children this evening. I posted something this morning about making sure you pay attention to the children's grades, their attitude towards school, their behaviors in school, and how often someone calls or report that they did something or say come up to the school or to this or to that. And remember I said the other day, as a substitute teacher, I saw a lot of the same kids getting in trouble with no one really trying to see why. It could have been embarrassment for reading. That was one of my rules. That if we was reading, no one laughed. If we laughed, you was in trouble. You was reading up because this other student has a right to learn without being harassed, embarrassed, picked on, and any of that. So I didn't go for that. That child has that right. And everyone is not on the same level, but we all have the right to learn. So that was one of the things. And then also, some kids take a little longer to finish an assignment than others. That was another rule I had. If it was required for you to be able to finish your assignment, then you must be quiet and respectful for everyone else to finish. And thinking there was time, if there was time left, we could have some free time. But everyone had the same amount of quiet time to finish their assignments. I was a stickler about that. So what I'm saying is all kids do not learn at the same level. Everyone is not going to finish their assignments at the same time. Sorry about that. I was going low and low with the phone. And we shouldn't expect that. Yes, schools will set you up where you're on a schedule, this, that, and other. But the speed of reading is not the most important thing. Yes, they're great for that. But do you understand what you're reading after you read it? That's number one. You can read something, call all the words, but if you didn't comprehend what you read, or you just calling out something, what are you really learning? So there needs to be some time at home, parents, for the kid to read at home, either while you're cooking or while you're sitting after dinner or before. Sometime throughout the day, your child needs to read to you or to either parent or to someone else that's helping with assignments. If you have older nieces and nephews, not a child of your own that's up in age over the younger children, pay them, get them to come by. They may not always charge. Get the older children in the family to help the younger children with their assignments. Great resource, and it's someone they feel comfortable with already. Someone who may understand this child and take up a little extra time and not be frustrated with them as well. So yes, you can go out and get a tutor if you can afford to do that, or you can go to one of the reading centers or whatever for that. But if you are a single mom, if you are someone with limited resources, if you're someone your child is very shy and don't want to go to a center, even though you will be paying for it, they just don't like being with people. This is a very personal matter for that child. Get someone they know and trust that they can read to or learn math with. Do games also with words and reading and telling time and learning your timetable and all those things. Make it somewhat enjoyable. Children learn through play. Everybody, we're getting time to play. Yes, children learn through play. So make it a point to have some things to do at home where they are learning through the acts of play, which children learn by naturally, easier by play. So that's another thing. Learn how your child learns. Don't always wait. Sorry. Do not always wait for a teacher to tell you how your child learns. You had this child before they had a teacher. You paid attention to certain things they learned before you sent them to a teacher. Um, how does your child best learn? Is it from watching you? Is it from talking? Is it hands-on? Is it imitating? How does your child best learn? Okay. Learn your child. Learn how you can best help your child. And if you don't know, ask someone else. Ask another parent what they've done. Pick up some games to play. Riding down the road if you're going on a trip. Read signs of buildings. Have a child do it, not you. To read them out or call out numbers off the tags in front of you. The world is your classroom. The world is there for you to observe. Use real life situations to teach the child. Okay, you cooking, they got a measure. That's math. They're baking. That's also science. But math and science go hand in hand. How can your child best learn? You plant a garden. You digging borders, putting up borders for flower beds. Are you doing something else outside? Are you cleaning the car? Whatever it is, read. Oh, read this bottle to me. Tell me what chemicals in here. Tell me what this say about this or that. Give the child something to read back to you. And come up with other means of things to do with this child, even if it's simple as house cleaning. Teach something, whether if it's colors if they're real small, or counting so many stacks of this and that if that's what that is, or what have you. But make learning fun. Make learning reasonable within the moment. Pay attention to the child's learning style and see where that child is having difficulties. Help them, get help, seek help from a family member or somewhere else. But do not allow this child to fall through the cracks because one, you're stressed with this. Two, you're in a stressful relationship. Three, you never paid attention. You thought the teacher's supposed to teach your child everything. No, they're there with some instructions for 7 to 8 hours to teach. But you have that child in the evenings and the mornings on the weekends. Make sure they are learning. And take the time to teach them about themselves and their history as well. Education can be fun. It doesn't have to be something dreadful. Videos, cartoons. My grandmother had me as a young child saying, if you watch a cartoon, you better learn something from it and tell me about it. And I mean, I'm letting them talk da. And go back to, well, he did this and he did that. And it was always what the road runner or one of those shows I was talking to her about. So the coyote, well, coyote, just keep on. What did you learn from that coyote? So pull out lessons from something as simple as a cartoon. The comics, the comic books, the comics on your paper, or what have you. Go back to reading. We cannot do everything electronically. Pick up a book, read, pour some knowledge out, do something. Even if it's dice, they're counting. If it's checkers, they're learning to think. Advance to chess. Do something where they learn. Even tic-tac-toe is causing them to think. The world is your classroom. Use it. Pay attention to your child. See if they're being stressed or if they're taking on your stress. So children have a way of taking on their pain and stress and go to school and can't pay attention. Children are ashamed if they are behind. Utilize the local libraries or go somewhere and buy used books, Dollar Tree books, whatever it is. Put books in your home if you do not already have them. Make reading something that they enjoy. You know, give them praises for reading and clap of the hand or pat on the back. Make sure you acknowledge their effort. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm steady watching to make sure it's not my turn to be called in. I am Carolyn Lewis. This is FDMZ.